Hello, Moon Babies. It's your Mama Witch, Angela Mary. It's so good to see you. Welcome, welcome to my worldwide coven, and welcome to my nest. We begin like we always do by striking a wooden match to alert our spirit guides that we're here, we're open, we're listening, and we're ready to receive the messages that are meant for us by the light of this candle. I light a second candle every time I make a video to give special blessings and magic intentions for all of my subscribers. You're so welcome to subscribe. If you'd like an extra blessing with every video, I am so happy to be here creating this ASMR style relaxation video for all of you, especially right now as we are in such a tender, beautiful new place with our new moon. And our new moon is in Aries, a fire sign. So we need that ease and that love and that special magic touch of the new moon where we initiate new ideas. And also that wonderfully juxtaposed place, the duality of this new moon in a fire sign of action and energy, which is Aries. So in keeping with that dual message, I'm very excited to share this moment and share this theme and even share this ASMR style with the wondrous Lunanate. I just am so moved beyond and honored beyond to be sharing this exciting moment with you, Jillian. Thank you so much for all of you that are here on Jillian's invitation. Thank you, Lunanate, for partnering with me so we can offer our perspectives that are complementary, that are based in love, and that are definitely here to serve the collective. This is an honor, and I'm really happy for all of you to please let me know in comments how this video treated you and what you'd like to see more of as I just begin the fabulous experience of feathering my nest over here on YouTube. I am very excited to be here to share this exciting experience and where our moon is and where we are in the zodiac sign of Aries, and also that delicate and tender place of where we are in our wild world right now. I want to let you know that the content in this video will have a lot of gentle language, and I will be referencing our immune system and the building of our immune system, and no specific ailments, no specific illnesses, so you can be safe here knowing that you can take a break and just solely focus on the circle of each cell of your beautiful body becoming plump with the mysterious, beautiful well nectar of your body, where you build your immune system to better serve yourself, your loved ones, and our world. So here we are in this fabulous moment in time. I would love to share with you the beauty and power of witchcraft and how to kind of navigate the beauty and the power of this time in our story of life, where we are in a delicate new space, and so many of us are home right now working on our wellness and working on our sort of safety and the circle of our home. So this session is meant to cushion you and create a nice, beautiful, soft bubble around you and nurture the beautiful ember and small flame of your wellness and the fire inside you. You picture this fabulous flame as it's in your heart and in your crown. We can do that with simple enactments and some wonderful, glorious witchcraft that supports that. And I'm excited to tell you that I've got a witch's brew to share with you too that also very much supports your immune system. First, let's consecrate our session and also put our palms together to thank Lunanate for the incredible works that they put out day after day, breath after breath, year after year in this space, upon this field, on this channel. So we'll start with my atmosphere mist in Resist Mist, which is for protection. There's a black lava bead inside to celebrate the freshest earth on earth. This black lava bead reminds us to ground very deeply within Mother Earth, within Gaia, within the sacredness of our own body, which is Earth, and Earth is us. We shake well to sound the bell, which activates the spell, and spray to create a gossamer halo of mist overhead. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your open lips, say Ma, as a way of saying thank you for life. Next, we utilize moon magic, which is so powerful right now in this new moon time. Moon magic is for manifestation. We do our manifestation spells around the dark moon time and sometimes the new moon. I'm definitely casting a new moon spell right now for my wellness and for your wellness. For your wellness is my wellness. We exist in a fabulous, co-created, mysterious, grand, shared web of life. And when I'm well, I offer that to you. And when you're well, you offer that to me. So my spell today is to nurture the fire in your belly and nurture the ember, the small flame of hope that lives inside all of us, and to create that protective shield and cushion around that flame so you may grow this into an intense fire that builds with our spring, so you may burst forth from the soil and travel towards the sun. That's what my manifestation spell is today. Moon Magic has got a quartz crystal bead within that's an amulet to be used as a talisman when your mist is complete. Again, you shake well to sound the bell, which activates our spell. Jillian calls this a satisfying cap. Create that gossamer halo overhead. Breathe deeply in through your nose. Drop your shoulders and say, Ma. I'll tell you, Moon Magic is my favorite. I love Moon Magic because there's these fabulous, we call it the medieval mix of rosemary and thyme, lots of grapefruit and clove. I believe, and I'm not a doctor, but this is my sweet medicine, that this has antibacterial qualities to it. I love to spray this through the air when I'm very, very aware of creating incredible extra amounts of wellness in my home. So Moon Magic is getting a lot of action right now. The final mist is called OPRAH, and this pretty bottle contains a nice tiger eye bead within. You shake well to sound the bell, which activates the spell, and I love OPRAH because she's an invocation mist. This is for invoking spirit guides and earthly lovers. Gossamer halo overhead. Breathe deeply in through your nose. Release through your open lips. Say ma. Mwah. Love aura. We need that nurturing that comes with what aura contains, which is jasmine, night blooming jasmine specifically that I grow in my backyard, and black coconut. It's very much a nectar laden, juicy kind of aroma. So we are now gathered. We've consecrated our session. We've lit our candles for the collective and for my subscribers. And now let's talk Witch's Brew. This Witch's Brew I am just drinking by the teacup full and teacup full. I've always got it on hand right now. And today it's magical. This is in a teacup from our great-grandmother. And great-grandmother Yowl gave this to grandmother LaBounty. And grandmother gave that to my partner, and I drink deeply from the cup right now. Please, if you have anything to drink, drink it now. Today's brew is also an immunosystem booster. It's spicy, it's complex. It's a 3-day brew. This brew begins with moon-infused water, which is fabulous to infuse water upon the big moons like your new moons and your full moons. So they collect that wonderful gravitational pull of our dreams and our visions to ourself. This moon-infused water has a chili dare bowl in it, which is called a rat-tail chili. And this one's very special because a dear friend of mine brought it back from Mexico for me. It's spicy and rich. I keep that in the brew constantly and add more moon water throughout the 3 days. The chili dare bowl is also accompanied with so much fresh peeled ginger right now, and I like to cut them into coins, and these are penny-sized coins today because we'll be utilizing a fresh, shiny copper penny in our spell, and we'll be utilizing copper in our spell today. So we utilize ginger in the shape of pennies, 13 pennies for all the 13 moons of 2020, a big handful of fresh mint. And let's see what else was in this brew. I posted it over on Instagram. Oh, there's a big tablespoon of local honey and the very special petals of red roses. This is a self-love spell. This is a self-love moment to build our immunity in this peaceful time where miraculously all of us are gathered at the same time. It's a very special time in our collective where we have this incredible sensitivity to ourselves and others, and we are beckoned in a most magical way to care for ourselves like no other time in our lives. So let's drink deeply from this Magick Witch's Brew to plump the cells of our body and create wellness as a cushion for our inner flame that we will now build into a collective fire. One more sip of this brew. From great-grandmother's special rose teacup. Isn't that beautiful? So much magic right now. I will show you our special shiny copper penny. We're all home in my family right now, and I'm suspecting that everybody in your household is home right now too, and a collective moment of creating wellness for one another and protection for so many. And this copper penny is the most majestic and beautiful spell I want to share with you how copper supports our magic on many, many levels. Copper is for journeying. Copper is associated with the planet Venus. That is so magical for me because Venus loves red and pink and magenta and copper and rose gold. And so I knew it was a great day for a copper spell because I'm a Libra sun and a Taurus rising, and both those zodiac signs are ruled by the planet Venus. So, some other association. Copper is great in love spells, fertility spells, health and protection spells. They're associated magically with the solar plexus, the heart, and get this, the crown. Oh, I love magic and I love keeping an altar. And right now I've got an altar and I'll post this on Instagram with 13 pennies all around a central red candle. And that is for the 13 moons of 2020, that we will as a collective have new awarenesses that will all come one flame at a time, for I am a flame and you are a flame, and together our awarenesses create a roaring fire of wellness. In this roaring fire of wellness, we have awarenesses of how important our great-grandmothers are. We beckon our ancestors with the use of copper. We beckon our ancestors who survived to give us life, who live in our body, especially our ancestors that are living with us now. They hold our memories. They carry our stories. I'll share with you that my parents are still living. They're in their 80s, and we like to call them Depression-era babies because they were born during the Depression era in America. Could anything be more filled with hope and passion than giving birth during the Great Depression in America? I am drinking this brew for their health and wellness and their survival at this very magical time, because I need their stories of being raised in spectacular simplicity like this single penny. Could anything be more simple than a single copper penny that I'm certain that their families wished that they had? They came from very, very little, and they are so interesting. Their childhoods were so unique, being raised in a single room with multiple siblings. Talk about survival. So I will put this copper penny right now for this spell inside the saucer of great-grandmother Yowl's saucer for her teacup. Divine. My mother and father met when they lived as children on an island in the Pacific Northwest. They were both born into what was never described in my childhood as poverty, and it would definitely be described as poverty now. I know that they know how to create things out of nearly nothing. We were raised every day in my family, and I've got 8 brothers and sisters. Both of my parents come from very large families. In our childhood, every night after dinner we would make a nice hot brew. For me, I call it witch's brew. We called it tea when I was a kid, and it really wasn't like a black tea like you would think. It was a simple, like in Europe they call it an infusion because it was always herbal, just like my witch's brew. After dinner, and just having a simple, beautiful time together. There was always art and music going on in our home. It was a very special childhood, and I know that all of us right now are spending time in our homes more than any other time in our lives right now. So I urge you to start a 3-day magic brew. Put an altar with 13 copper pennies around a central flame. Any color will do. I've got that red hurricane candle back there now because of the storms that are brewing in our collective right now. I urge everyone to focus on building the immunity of their bodies by focusing on that single flame of the passion within you. I'll tell you some more about copper. Copper is associated with the tarot card, the Empress. The Empress is key 3, the third card in the tarot. And the Empress is associated with the animal, the bull. And in Aries season, that's the animal of the ram. And right now I'm thinking of that work that's done on the crown with the ram and the bull with the horns. They blast through systems. They blast through the crust, just like the shoots of the little springtime blossoms that have this primal urge that they've summoned from deep in the earth to seek the sun, just like us. We have a primal urge to live. We have a primal urge to exist in health and wellness and to protect our loved ones. We're summoning that energy now, like the Empress who allows the bull to blast through systems and explode into the passion and the fire of their flaming desires. Just like the ram in Aries season blasts through systems and bursts our flames into a beautiful collective inferno where we can cleanse ourselves, where we can find new ways to exist. The copper in this spell is also associated with the element water. Water is life, and at this time where we have an intense hyper-awareness of water in the droplets, in the nectar of our body, as they move from person to person to surface, from surface to person. I cast this magic spell to bless the waters and to be with the droplets inside of ourselves that we share with others, that they're pure and well and healthy. So that's a little bit about copper. Let's cast our spell now. Let's turn our attention now to the direction of north, the element of earth. Earth is our bodies, it's our bones. Moan and hum that with me now. Bones. Hail to the guardians of the watchtowers of the north. Earth, be here now. Let's turn our attention now to the direction of east, the element of air. Air, the breath of life, the dawn of new ideas, technology, our motion bouncing off satellites and landing inside of our systems and senses. I am landing in your ears, your eyes. This brew of mine reaches your lips. I urge you to allow this touch of my body to stoke your fires, to give yourself sacred touch right now as we're having singular experiences. We need to learn now to touch ourselves kindly. And all of this information about what we hear, taste, smell, see, touch, and know deep inside reaches to you through the element of air. Air is poetry and music. Hail to the guardians of the watchtowers of the east air. Be here now. Now we turn our attention to the incredibly important direction of south, element of fire. Fire for Aries season, fire for the passion of our knowing how important our web of life is, knowing how important our individual flame is to create a gigantic inferno that cleanses and purifies our earth with knowledge and wisdom. South is the root chakra. Fire is the passion of our new ideas bursting into action, blasting through systems, finding new solutions. Hail to the guardians of the watchtowers of the south. Fire, be here now. Now we turn to the west, the element of water. Water is life. Water is the oceans of emotions, and water is every single droplet of intention that moves through our body and purifies us and creates wellness and creates new life and creates protection to shield each seed of our body for new ideas from ancestors to sail into our body, through our feet, up through our body, in through our heart, and drifting up to our crown, giving us all the answers we need through how we feel. Every droplet is so important right now. Every feeling is so important right now. Hail to the guardians of the watchtowers of the west. Water, be here now. Now we spiral in from north, east, south, west, and into the center of our altar, to the bindu point of this copper penny, to ourselves, where spirit resides. For spirit is you, and you are spirit, the great, mysterious life itself. Hail to the guardians of the watchtowers at the center of our altar. Spirit, 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 be here now. Our circle is cast now, and we are between worlds. And in that space where we have shared knowledge and wisdom of fire, we have set our altar with 13 shiny copper pennies around a central flame. And we've chatted about the wellness that we're creating within ourselves and our collective. I will place this penny here on this heart-shaped rose quartz, which is a special stone that reminds us of the most important little flickering flame inside our heart and at our crown of self-love. Nothing is more important right now than being well and loving yourself so you can offer that whole and perfect small flame of self-love to our collective at this incredibly magnificent, important, unique new moon and Aries season. I shall keep this on my altar and show you pictures over on Instagram. I thank Lunanate for coming into my life, and I love all of you in this worldwide coven. I cast this spell and send you all my love and magic. Please remember that magic is your birthright and everything's a spell. This is my spell for us.